Now this ain't your mom's box mac and cheese recipe. This right here is heaven. Now you all know that this dish pairs well with almost any southern meal. However, it tastes even better when you make it from scratch. Let's get started. Here's all the ingredients that you're gonna need for the dish. This may look like a lot, but trust me, it's not that complex. All right, so spices first. Again, you know we can't go nowhere without some garlic powder, some onion powder. You also want to add some of this right here. Cajun seasoning makes everything taste better, trust me. Add a little salt. Can't forget the pepper, even though I did. Some black pepper. And then the secret ingredient to this whole recipe, smoked eggs. Who puts eggs in their mac and cheese? No, the secret ingredient is gonna be smoked paprika, y'all, okay? Of course we got macaroni noodles too. And then just to get started with our roux, we're gonna use some butter, a little bit of flour. And then for the cheese, we have a mixture of cheddar, smoked Gouda, and pepper jack. First, you're gonna get a whole stick of butter into a less hot pan. Sorry about that, y'all, almost burned the whole house down. Once that butter melts, you want to slowly mix in your flour. Don't put too much in at one time or it's gonna clump up. For the beginners out there, this is called a roux. The mixture of fat and flour helps to thicken the sauce so you get the right consistency. Two things to note. Number one, you have to be very active during this step. Keep the heat on low and don't leave the pot unattended. It's easy to burn a roux and girls don't like guys who burn their roux. True story. To get the sauce started, we're gonna add some milk or half and half to the pot. Don't cry over spilled milk, we'll clean that up later. Keep whisking to incorporate the milk and then add your cheese. Make sure not to use all of it. Save some for the end. Now this is where a lot of people go wrong with their mac and cheese. You can have the right ingredients and perfectly cook it, but none of that matters if you don't season the sauce. If you want to be a little more conservative, just use salt and pepper. I won't judge you out loud. But if you want to make an impression, here's what to do. Add the onion and garlic powder to the sauce with some black pepper. Follow that up with some smoked paprika, and that will bring the taste up to the next level. Lastly, put in the little Cajun seasoning. I forgot to do that on camera, my bad. And for the 90th time, whisk that up and taste it to see if it needs any fine tuning. Now for the noodles, you want to oversalt your water to start off and get it to a boil. I like to add some chicken bouillon just because I'm extra, but that part's up to you. Cook them al dente according to the package and strain them into your favorite pan. Mine's disposable. Add your sauce to the noodles and mix everything together. Now this is your final chance to check for taste and seasoning, so make sure it's just how you like it. This is also a good time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees for the next step. Remember that cheese we saved for later? It's time to get that out. Personally, I wish that I would have saved even more so that the top layer could be thicker. But this channel is all about learning and getting better each time we step in front of the stove, so it's alright. Spread the rest of the cheese evenly over the top. Now wait until the oven has completely heated up and toss it on the middle rack. Stay with me now. We're gonna let that roast for around 10 minutes just to get everything melted. Then you wanna take it out briefly and set the stove to hell mode, broil. This step is key because it creates that golden crust on top. But with every reward comes a risk. If you leave it in too long, you could be having burnt mac and cheese for dinner, so don't overdo it. I'd say no more than 2 or 3 minutes is needed. When it comes out, it should look just like this.